There's a nice checklist that I'd like to propose, but of course, then here we go. We don't have this checklist. We have another set of criteria that we check if it meets our style, right, or company standards. That's fairly and so on and so forth. So I think sometimes between these four, it gets a little mushed, and I don't.
In practicality, that can happen.
Of course, even within our team, sometimes it gets segmented within, okay, someone does this, and then someone does that, and then the same person here does also this, but then sometimes we do all three, but not. I don't see it until maybe here, and I wish I'd have more access to this, because when I'm doing this, working on the design, it's all this question always comes up. So maybe the tooling would be the right place that we could. So we have tooling for this, like we use SwagUp today, maybe still be Postman, etc. But we don't. I'm not sure. This is fairly straightforward, or simple as far as so there's no. This, I think it was this collaboration around, say, maybe a Word document stored in SharePoint somewhere. Maybe we could do better.
It could be a chart. It doesn't have to be a Word document.
Right. It could be anything, but I think maybe
it would be a whiteboard for all you know. It could be a whiteboard. You can scan it and keep it as document wherever you want to put the document. But I think that would be a whiteboard.
Yeah, I just wish, trying to think, all of these, there should be tooling across all these faces, so that makes it easy.
There are tools. I mean, there are tools available which you can use. I mean, for the number one where I'm trying to decide feasibility, or I'm trying to brainstorm ideas, I would just use a whiteboard.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm that old-fashioned there, but
I like
that's
that.
how
Basically,
it is.
Whiteboard, take a picture.
Yeah, even the modern technology, modern meeting tools have got whiteboarding capability.
Exactly.
Because whiteboarding is an underrated thing.
Yes. I totally agree. I think whiteboarding, real-time whiteboarding is definitely an awesome and definitely underrated tool. Definitely, I think it's underrated. Anyway, so moving on. Actually, you know what? I want to show something here real quick on your audit your API. Something that actually definitely caught my attention. So here again, of course, build just enough and check status codes, errors match that. So contract testing, right? Basically, so I'm going back and forth, all the little things, all the few things that we do, where does it land on each, and maybe definitely discovering gaps. But the one that actually stood out for me was the audit checklist, and I'll download it and you'll see. I thought it was pretty interesting. I think this is awesome. You see this right here? OWASP. Definitely, I mean, we talk about security a lot, but I think this is an awesome list. I think this list would actually simplify my kind of work and also developers' work in probably phase 3 and 4.
Okay.
I think so. So you can see here. And of course, I think given our process, the way we do
this looks fantastic going through it.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. But so I think there will be maybe add a column, or maybe say, for example, which phase is it in? Because, for example, API is probably via API management. In our case, that would be maybe when it's minimum, when it's a DVL or stage. Or,
yeah, but API Cycles is telling you that you should do it in development and
so
initial
the
stage.
whole cycle, we were going like, okay, now I'm going to check this, and eventually,
all of them.
By the time it gets to stage, most of these are filled.
Right. So you are saying that you would create more columns for all the different stages.
Maybe I'd like to try this as is.
Okay.
And it would be nice enough. The thing is, I could just see someone creating an Excel sheet. I mean, this is fits in Excel, and you just go check, whatever. Or even I would use.
Yeah, why not?
No, why not? No, yeah, Excel, fine. But I like this as Markdown and put it as a.
I was actually thinking of Microsoft Forms or SurveyMonkey kind of stuff where and before a team comes to you for auditing, they have to fill these out.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, this is really, I think this is pretty good. It has a little bit of everything.
Or ServiceNow.
Delete, for example, classic tool for, okay, when removing resources was successful. Localization, sometimes we don't talk about this enough. Additional security, look, this is, I mean, look at that. And we're starting, in fact, first deployment is using JWT. Last night, first API using JWT pattern.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we're starting to look into that. So I think this, I don't know why it's pre-populated, maybe it's just an example, but I think this is awesome. Really, really good encryption of data and transmitting and data storage. So a bit of PCII.
No, what they're saying is that this is this has to be true, otherwise you cannot go any further. So if this is false, then stop there and
good point.
Just go back to where you were and work on getting this to true.
I mean, from a security, shifting security left perspective, it doesn't get any better. There's that column right there, right front and center. Get this done, and implement it up. So I think I'm gonna start looking at this a little bit, a lot more.
Okay.
And maybe from your perspective, or maybe would be, I would say that has a little bit of everything, maybe pipelines, some of the stuff in JTE, checking it. So for example, how can we turn a JTE pipeline, some of these could be faces, and translate this into a JTE pipeline. So in other words, given that you're building, and if these don't pass, then your pipeline stops. So it clicked on me the other day. So, maybe that's something that I have to take on, and I promise to take on.
You're on video saying that.
Yes, I am on video.
And it is recording at this point.
Yes. And so, yeah, let's wrap things up. Let me go back to the top here, the audit. So here we are. I mean, definitely here, developer experience. I think this is hard to measure.
That is key.
Yeah, this is key, hard to measure, but at least in Delta, we're seeing as our ecosystem is growing. I've noticed that I'm noticing definitely enough sort of critical mass that now we're seeing different portfolios consuming each other's API more frequently. And so, and I know those people, and I can say, hey, what was this developer experience like? And I've seen some emails go back and forth saying, well, this is not right, this, that, the other, you changed something, you broke your contract. So that's good, that's growing pains.
Good.
Awesome, this was clear to me. Measure business and technical KPIs to reach goal. Tough one, how do we, I don't have a lot of experience here. How do we
This is more on the business side, on the managerial side, that they would say that, okay, we built this API, and did it ease the pain of getting this functionality, and did it monetize well enough to give the for us? So if we say we created automated check-in, right, very old example, with this API, did we have any cost savings or better customer experience by providing this API?
Or like, for example, there's less customers calling res because they were able to chat.